Hi there, this is Alex and we're back with another episode of CEC Tips and Tricks. In this series, we answer some frequently asked questions that we get from our customers from around the region. This week's question comes from a customer in Thailand who visited CEC recently. He was interested in testing out the RICOH TF6250 and wanted to know how do you improve ink adhesion when printing various substrates. This particular customer had tested out a few different UV flatbed printers before and found that there were issues of ink not curing properly on certain substrates. These medias would therefore require pre- or post-treatment for it to be usable. This translates to additional steps and additional time taken for the prints to be ready. It's good then that the RICOH TF6250 comes with a primer built in to the printer. We can use the primer with traditionally more challenging substrates such as glass or steel, as well as any other substrates that have issues with ink adhesion. When it comes to printing the primer, we can select either to flood the entire print area with primer, or we can spot prime, where we only prime selected areas. This option is useful because it firstly reduces the amount of primer used by not priming areas that are not being printed, and it also leaves behind the natural finish of the media as it is. This is important especially when printing on transparent material such as glass, as it preserves the opacity of the glass. Spot priming is done in the artwork creation process where you designate the primer as a spot color, which in this case would be spot 3. You then decide which areas of the artwork are going to be primed. And also because priming is done together with printing, you don't have to worry about primer and prints not aligning. Now that we've seen how we can apply the primer, let's do a comparison to see how effective the primer actually is. For this, we'll spot prime and print on glass. With the print complete, we can see that because we did not flood the primer, the areas without prints remain unblemished and clear. We'll do a tape test to see how well the primer improves ink adhesiveness. The print on the right has not been primed, and when we do a tape test, we can see that the ink comes off. Now let's do the same test with a new piece of tape, of course, on the print that has been primed. We can see that it does not come off. Good as new. So, if you're having issues or concern regarding ink adhesion, give the RICOH TF6250 with its built-in primer a try. We've come to the end of another episode, and if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. As usual, remember to subscribe and I'll see you soon.